My neighbor has solar panels all over his roof, and at the same time every day, the sun reflects off of them and creates this deadly light beam. Hello! Nothing better than a hot coffee on a hot day, am I right? If there was a visual representation of what the inside of my brain looks like right now, it'd be something like... It's been a while since I've done a Get Ready With Me and since I've sat down and actually spoken to you guys, and a lot has been going on. And also apologies beforehand, it is Father's Day, so Frodo went with his dad to his grandpies, so he's not here. But maybe Binks will come out of hiding and make an appearance. I don't know, maybe. Yes, it's Father's Day. I'm gonna get ready to go out to lunch with my dad and my sister. So I'm gonna barely skim over the product names because my routine hasn't really changed since any of my other Get Ready With Me's. Yeah. So first I'm gonna prime my eyes. I just realized that I need a mirror, probably. Come here! Why is that the universal sound for summoning cats? Oh, she's a good girl. Alright. I don't regret it. So, now we're gonna do my eyebrows. So I guess we can talk about why life has been so crazy. And yes, this pencil is still the same size. I've been using it for like 5 years now. I'm telling you, I think it possesses some sort of otherworldly power. First of all, the face awards are happening. So that has pretty much turned my brain to pudding. But on top of that, we are having an interesting time with house stuff. As some of you may know, this is my grandmother's old house. And basically we've only been renting up until now. Well, we still are just renting. From the family, which is my dad and his 4 siblings. We have been wanting to buy it for a while, but it's very complicated. One thing I've learned, when family and money are combined, things get weird. We want to buy the house. Most of the siblings are on our side. 2 of them don't really care that we're family and don't really care that we've been living here for 2 years and have fixed the house up. So there are attorneys involved and they're all trying to figure it out amongst themselves and agree upon a price. So the house was appraised recently. It was appraised for a little bit higher than we thought. So the question isn't even just, do we want to pay that? Now it's, do I want to pay the same price that I would pay for a brand new house that's new to me and that I didn't grow up in? Which is a tricky situation. To me, this still feels like my grandma's house. Even though we've lived here for 2 years and we've basically rehauled the entire place and have made it ours, it's always gonna be Ma's house. So that's kind of the dilemma that we're going through, I think. I would be completely fine buying this house and continuing to fix it up because I do think it's a nice house, and the more houses we view online, the more I'm like, wow, this house is actually has a lot less problems than most of the houses on the market. Basically, we've just been looking around, so we'll see where that goes. Houses in Massachusetts are very expensive. The market is not so great right now, which I'd always heard people talk about, but I never really cared because we were just renting this place. Now I get it. Even the fixer-upper houses are going for way too much because the inventory is so low in Massachusetts that everything is being jacked up and people will pay that price because they don't have a choice. It's a mess. It's stressful, but it's also kind of fun. Not to sound like a brat, but this is not a bad backup plan. So it is kind of fun to browse houses without feeling too much pressure. So we took a tour yesterday of this house that was built in 1827, and unfortunately it was a no. Even the realtor was saying like, yeah, this needs a lot of work, which is understandable when the house is almost 200 years old And it was a bit of a heartbreak because both me and Nick really, really liked the house, and it was really, really charming and bigger on the inside, like a TARDIS. And I don't know, it was just really cool to walk through the hallways of a place that people lived in 200 years ago. So yeah, we've been keeping our eyes open. Ideally, I would love a historic house, maybe one that doesn't need so much work, but I understand most of them need a little TLC. 10 to 11. Like I said, I'm totally fine with buying this house and fixing it up. I just kind of want to see what else is out there, and if I fall in love with a house that I can make my own and that I don't have memories in, as lovely as that is. But I will for sure keep you guys updated on that. We also went to an open house, which the listing did not have any indoor pictures for a reason. I'm pretty sure the old man that lived there died somewhere in the house because it smelled like death. Going in my blush for some reason. I don't know, I just kind of grabbed it. Usually I do this at the end, but you know. Whoop. We can't really afford really nice houses, so basically what we can afford are the houses that need a lot of work. But anyways, the Face Awards. A lot of you I'm sure have seen. I made it into the top 20 and released my video this week, and it has just been a wild ride. So basically I'll go through an overview of what the schedule for that looks like, because I think a lot of people aren't clear unless you actually look at the website. This is the top 20, and voting goes until June 21st, which I think is Thursday, maybe. And then I think 5 days later or something like that, they announce top 12. And then you do it all again. You vote for top 6. Now top 6 get flown out to LA for 2 weeks, and you work with a professional crew to create your last video. And then there's an awards ceremony, which they broadcast live, which is the Face Awards. The top 6 contestants show their videos, and then they crown the winner. Honestly, making top 6 would be a dream come true. But yeah, the support that you guys have given me so far actually cannot even comprehend. And it's funny because you never know how your video is gonna sit with people until you actually release it into the wild, like a rehabilitated little bear. This video I was a little bit worried because I didn't feel like the reveal of the makeup was as good as the lizard one. You edit your videos over and over, and you stare at the footage and you hear the music 100 times. I felt like it wasn't up to par. But then I released it and you guys have been so supportive. I was seriously tearing up reading all your comments about the makeup and my filmmaking and stuff like that. And that stuff just means the world to me. And seriously, everyone who voted and has been voting, I cannot even express to you how much that means to me. Because it's one thing to get comments and compliments on outfits. That's all obviously amazing. I'm obviously so grateful anytime anyone does that. But comments about my films and the makeup that I actually physically create with my hands just means so much more to me, because it's your little baby that you're releasing out into the world. And I put my whole heart into these videos, and I build the sets, I build the props, I storyboard, I sketch. And honestly, even if I don't make it through this round, I'm gonna keep doing these kind of videos because they give me purpose. And I've been wanting to make films again for a while. Who is the fairest of them all? And obviously I would love to make it through to top 12. I am not gonna hold my breath because there are a ton of really other amazing videos and looks that the other contestants did, but I'm not gonna worry about it until the day that they announce it, because otherwise I will be a chaotic mess, and I just don't want to do that. Now I'm going in with my NYX Epic Ink eyeliner, which is fucking amazing. I'm not just saying that because I'm in the Face Awards. I was using Stila before, which is $20 something, and this is 10, and it works just as good. So those are huge. Whoops. If you do want to vote for me, or if you haven't seen the video, here's the video, faceawards.com, or the direct link in my bio. You can vote now until June 21st. 3 votes per day, per email. I'm sure you've heard me say that way too many times. And I'm so sorry if that ever becomes annoying, but I've heard from a lot of you that the daily reminders do help, so I'm just seriously so thankful for this opportunity. Hold, please. The face words have been taking up a lot of my time. Basically, they announced the theme and you have less than a week, really, to film it. They say 2 weeks, but realistically, if they announce the challenge on a Monday, I have to film that weekend because then it's due the next Thursday, and obviously I work Monday through Friday, and I don't get home till 7 p.m., so basically I have one weekend day where I can just film the entire thing and then edit for days. Which, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining. It's really fun stuff, and I love editing those videos. But it would be a whole lot easier if I didn't have to work. So when you see the other videos too, just keep in mind these people are working so hard, and I'm sure most of them also have jobs on top of that. Just the fact that you guys love those little cinematic intros is enough to make me bawl like a baby. So for my hair, I think I'm gonna go 50s today because I watched The Incredibles 2 last night, which was amazing, and that universe is very retro inspired, which is weird because I don't think I remembered that from the first one. I want to do a ponytail, but I don't really know. I'm horrible at hiding bobby pins. Good enough. And then pulling this a little bit so some volume, and then we'll put a little ribbon or something, and voila, le 50s hair. I'm sorry to any of you that are French. So that's the finished look. I don't know, kind of simple, but again, it doesn't need to be fancy. Oh my goodness, what? So yeah, that's basically it. I just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys because I feel like I haven't in a while and got a lot of stuff on my brain. Basically, I just want to thank you guys yet again for being just the most amazing, supportive system that I could ever even imagine. You guys mean the world to me, and I couldn't have made it this far either in YouTube or in the Face Awards without you. I love you guys so very much, whether you're new or old to this channel, and I will see you in the next video. Bye! I can't cover the camera because I have a very comfy little Binks in my lap. And hold tight, little lassie. Bye! There was a visual representation. So, there's a Turnios. What do we want to do? And now I just gotta get dressed.
I'm certainly